Gentlemen, week 2. Trying to get this out to you in a timely manner, so here I am at dark 30 on Wednesday morning, processing everything that just happened. Let's start off with a slew of injuries going into the week. Amari Cooper, Brandon Cooks, Aaron Jones, Christian Watson, Cooper Kupp still, Austin Eckler, Deontay Johnson, and of course J.K. Dobbins. More importantly, the injuries coming out of the week are even more significant. Saquon Barkley with a high ankle sprain expected to be out 3 to 4 weeks. Anthony Richardson goes out of the game with a concussion. Nick Chubb, multiple torn ligaments in his knee. They're saying 14 to 15 months on a return, if at all. Joe Burrow, calf strain, could miss a week. DK Metcalf went out with a rib injury. MRIs say no fracture, but who knows what's going to happen there. Brandon Ayuk, shoulder sprain, 50-50 chance of playing this week. And David Montgomery, possibly out for 1 to 2 weeks with a thigh abrasion, whatever that means. I'm not a doctor, okay? I'm the commissioner. $5 footlong checking back in on week 2. Hope everybody's doing okay. Trying to come out of this thing unscathed, but it's just an onslaught of shit. And unfortunately, we're on the receiving end. Speaking of receiving ends, let's jump into the first matchup. Myself, $5 footlong, playing Team Graham. Travis goes down to yours truly, 129 to 165. Jalen Hurts leads the way. Rashad White finally showing why he deserved to be drafted. Top 5-6 rounds. Devontae Adams continues to show why he's a first rounder. Tyler Lockett, 2 TDs with an overtime win from Seattle. Travis was trailing pretty significantly going into Monday Night Football. He needed a combined 59 points from Chris Olave and his kicker. Gets a goose egg from Breece Hall. For some reason, New York still can't figure out how to split time between Breece Hall and Dalvin Cook. And negative points from Giants defense. Once again, abysmal outing from the New York Football Giants. I go on to 1-1 and take Travis down 165 to 129. Matchup number 2, Team Burris against Luke, chafing pinatas. Luke loses once again, marginally, 138 to 126 against Zach. Zach gets a baller game from Saquon Barkley, 26 points. Unfortunately, he leaves in the fourth quarter and will be out for some time. Gets help off the field by the medical staff. Makes that long, dreadful walk to the locker room that we're all too familiar with seeing him make in his short career. But Zach was up by 3 with only Cleveland D to go on Monday night. And I'm curious what you would do in this situation. Up by 3, already secured the dub. Luke has no players going Monday night. Do you continue to play your defense, or are you nervous about them getting negative points and ending up with the L? Let me know in the comments below what you would do in that situation. Nothing really good or bad to say about Luke. I mean, he set his lineup correctly. All their aces in their places. It's the best he can do with the roster that he has. Ends up getting edged out once again. That's fantasy, folks. Luke goes down 126 to 138. Speaking of marginal wins, Game of Mahomes takes out Orange Crush 141 to 139. A 2-point difference. Raymond beats Tyler to send him to 1-1, and Raymond is 2-0 in the league. Seems like the Rams have found their replacement wide receiver while Cooper Kupp stays on IR. 29 points from Nakua. The Rams are a throwing team, and it shows. Puka broke records, being the first rookie wide receiver to go for over 100 yards and 10 receptions in his first 2 games. Pretty impressive. Decently stacked lineup, heavy points on his bench. I'd say this is where you all start going shopping for trades. Check out Game of Mahomes' bench. I'm sure Tyler got nervous watching Anthony Richardson 2 TDs while Joe Burrow once again sitting in his starting lineup with 4 points going into halftime. Joe was able to pick it up later in the game. Anthony Richardson goes out with a concussion. Crisis averted, but now you need a replacement backup quarterback. And who else but Minshew Mania, baby. Gardner Minshew in for the Indianapolis Colts. The stash is back. Unfortunately for Tyler, falls 141 to 139 to Raymond. In a game of inches, we refer to the man with 3.5 of them. Matchup number 4, Chaco Adragna. DJ takes on Rock Out with my Brock Out. Jason Thomas. DJ pulls it off again, 159 to 150 with the W over JT, and goes to 2-0. DJ got a hell of a start Thursday night with Devonta Smith and TJ Hawkinson. 25 points for both of them. Jason shooting himself in the foot, leaving Nico Collins on the bench again. 27 points. After the 10 a.m. games, DJ was up by 50 with a 97% win chance. Stick a fork in Jay, coach. He was done. Jason decides to take a flyer on Kieran Williams as the lead back in LA. Pays off. 27 points. Keenan Allen finally had himself a game, looking like the former him. 31 points. He had 8 receptions, 111 yards, and 2 TDs. Cowboys D does it again with double-digit defensive points, but Jay falls to DJ, 159 to 150. And the last matchup of the week, two people that couldn't be any further apart, Jolo and Ashton. The tenderfoot's Jolo actually gets his first win over RIP Odell. 149-141. Jolo goes 1-1. Justin Herbert with 305 yards and 2 TDs and an overtime loss to the Tennessee Titans. It was a dead split win probability going into Monday night. 2 starters left for each of them, and Jolo with Miles Sanders and George Pickens. Now, no Deontay Johnson. Once again, we talked about him being injured and not playing. So we expect high volume for Pickens and Freiermuth. I was trying to get. Unfortunately, Travis got him. Nice pickup, Travis. Wildly enough, Daniel Jones actually outscores Justin Herbert on Jolo's bench. Just irony from fantasy gods. Ashton gets another great outing from Deebo Samuel and a sneaky little start from Josh Reynolds in LA. Both of them take down 20-plus points, and he finishes with 141, but unfortunately takes his second loss of the season and falls to Jolo. So, week 3, heading into it, Thursday night. What are you going to do? Rush to the waiver wire. We got to start making some trades. I do enjoy the fact that I only have a 5-man bench. It helps to create way better waiver wire options throughout the season and encourages people to actually play their players instead of just hoarding them on their bench while they get points and other people are sitting there stuck with Baker Mayfield in their starting lineup. You don't want to be that guy. Start shopping, start trading. Everybody on my team is available. Everybody's on the block. I need some running back help, but post them up there if you can. Once again, down in the comments, if it were up to you and you were already up going into the final game of the week, do you sit a player that's still slated to play, or do you let it play out? Really high scoring games. Everybody finished with triple digits, but I got to let you know, your week high score this week, $5 footlong with 165 points. Their low score this week, unfortunately, chafing pinatas. Luke falls to 0-2 with 126 points. Thanks for checking back in. Ready for week 3. I'll see you guys again next week. Commish out.